everyone. Welcome back to Katarina's Garage. Maybe I just stay here. There we go. My name is Katarina Lloyd, and we're here with Stitch, and I'm actually going to show you guys how to do a compression test in your car. Very simple to do. There's only a couple of things that you have to consider, and other than that also, and we're going to check the condition of the plugs and go from there. So, with that in mind, let me grab my compression tester, which is just inside the car. Okay, so this compression tester, you can actually, let's move the camera back a little, just a little. Alright, now tilt it up. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I have this compression tester, right? Which I just got this from Canadian Tire, actually. It's, it only cost me, I think it was 60 bucks. Worth it. May have been a little cheaper than, I can't remember. This is a braided steel one. You can get them also as a rubber line as well. And it comes with everything you need for this. Now, luckily with this, it's just the, don't have to do any of the adapters or anything like that. It's just, it's the same thread as this. So what you're gonna want for this is very simple. All you need is a socket set with a preferably 5/8 spark plug wrench, because they have a special coating inside. Well, not a coating, but the special thing inside. It's a piece of rubber that really helps out with not damaging the spark plug when taking it out. So yeah, anyways, let's take this out and I'll show you guys what to do. But also, something else to consider as well when you are doing a compression test. Now you can do this on a cold motor as well, but it's actually easier to do it on a warm motor, because and give you a more accurate reading, due to the fact that when an engine gets warm, everything is expanded and everything. It's up to operating temperature, and it'll give you the most accurate. So before you do this, if the vehicle does run, take it around the block a few times, let the temperature get up, park it, and then do this right away. I've only been sitting here for maybe 20 minutes, so you know, it's still relatively warm. So okay, now I have the compression tester. It's all ready to go. And let's move you guys over here. Tilt you down. Here we go. Alright, now, as you can see, inline 6, very easy to do this on. All you gotta do, pull that, alright, and then take out your spark plugs, alright. Come on. I think I'm tightening that. Oh, wow. There we go. That was really tight in there. It should not have been that tight. Alright. This one down, and ooh, she's running super rich. Yeah, if we take a look at this spark plug here, look at how black it is, right? Super, 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 super rich. See if I can get it to focus on that. There we go. Yeah, like look at how black that is, right? It's just super, running super rich. But it's okay. I know it's running rich, this car, right? But it looks to be in decent shape. Easy way to clean one of these is just grab a wire brush and go to town on it. I'll probably do that before I install these back. And because I know these plugs are still in decent shape, so yeah. And something that I like to do as well, as a little tip for you guys, is when you're done pulling out a spark plug, put the boot back into its place, so that you don't when you're putting this all back together again and wanting to run it, your firing order is correct. So, because otherwise it's going to run like crap if you have that off. Or it might not even run at all if the firing order is that far off. So let's pull out the second one. Okay, that was really loose. That should not have been that loose. This engine, for some reason, been having issues with it since I got it. Of spark plugs getting a little loose on me. So, and as you can see, again, you can tell it's running super, super, super rich. So, yeah, I'll probably clean these off and reinstall them. I can't really adjust the carburetor enough to compensate for that. That's cylinder number 2. And again, grab the plug wire, put it in the slot. Come on. There we go. Down. Come on. Keep going. Alright, and again, still in good shape, but just needs a good cleaning, which I'll do that off camera before I reinstall these. And always make sure, because you'll see over here when I'm doing this, make sure you line them up of the order you took them out in, because otherwise, you know, they'll have different tolerances per cylinder typically. So, yeah. Put that back in its hole. And then that'll be cylinder 4. Now this one, you can see a little bit of oil actually on the threads. So I think I got a little bit of blow-by in that cylinder. Alright, I don't know if you can see that very well. There you go, now you can see it. Right, and again, you can tell it's running rich as well. So a little bit of blow-by and running rich. Cool. This is stuff I kind of already knew about the car, but not a ton I can do about the blow-by. I'm just going to be swapping the head anyway, so I don't really care. Might be that the piston ring is, I don't know, it's way outside. This is a little hot. Woo! That's hot! The further back you go, the hotter they get. Alright, and then put that back in its hole. Yeah, and that's cylinder number 4 that has all the oil in it. And I think cylinder 5 does too, if I'm not mistaken. And apologies guys if there is sound in the background, like if you hear somebody on a speaker, there's a anti-mask rally going on and it's just annoying. You'll hear cars honking their horn and hollering away as well, so nothing I can do about it. But as you can see with this plug, again, a little bit of oil, not too bad though, compared to cylinder 4 anyways. And of course running really rich. Alright. And one more. Take the extension off. Ah! Almost dropped my extension. really tight in there. I don't understand why that was so tight. Like, you want to do these tight, but not ridiculous like that. And yeah, and as you can see again, you can tell it's running rich, right? Still in good shape though, the spark plug just needs to be cleaned, which I'll clean it, all of these, and put them back in off camera afterwards. So, okay, now that all the, hang on. Oh, God. One of these days. Nose is running a little bit. But, yeah, so now that we've done that, the next thing we'll want to do is take off the coil wire, which you can do that straight from the distributor, which will be your center one, or you can go straight to the coil right here and take it off, right? Nah, crap. And I just moved those out of their place. Okay, so now that I've done that, we can hook up the compression tester. Very, very easy to do. All you do is just make sure it's threading in properly. And be careful when doing this because you don't want to strip it, right? There we go, nice and tight. Alright, now all you gotta do, come around to the car, have the key in it, and start it. But make sure you let it turn over about 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Then you can take a look and see. And that's actually, hang on. Let me just double check on that, if that's correct or not. Might need a little more than that. Ah, whoops. Alright, let's see. There we go, that's better. So sometimes you'll want to do it 5, but other times, you know, if it looks a little low, just try it again. And so as you can see, that's 150 PSI. That is more than good. Now, before you take this off the cylinder, press the button in to release the air. Then, you just unthread it and do the rest. Alright, and I'll show you guys a full compression test on my entire car here. Alright, put that there. That one. And do this all over again. It really doesn't take super long, especially when you're not talking to a camera. This goes much quicker. Come on. Oh, there we go. And actually what I'll try and do is video it happening. So if I can put this somewhere up here maybe, or idea. Hang on, sorry guys. I disconnect my EGR valve and put it up like that maybe. There we go, you guys should be able to see it. Alright. There we go, and I'll zoom right in on that so you guys can properly see it. Okay, and I'll do it again. And there you go, see, you can see it's just under 150 pounds. It's about, I don't know, 145 to 148-ish. So it's not too bad either. Okay. Cylinder number 2. Back in place. 1 to 3. Crap. Okay, there we go. And to do this properly on your engine, depending on what you have, this inline 6 is super easy. You don't really have to remove anything. You might have to remove some parts. So, like if I was doing this on my, on Milo, different story. I'd have to remove some parts. Okay, so there we go. Cylinder 3. Zoom back in on it. Alright, and that is, again, about around 148, 149, 145-ish, somewhere in that range PSI, which that's really good, actually. Like, absolutely perfect would probably be around 160, but this is an older engine, has never been rebuilt, anything like that. It sat for 10 years. That is more than acceptable. And the general rule of thumb, too, is when you're doing a compression test, if all your cylinders are within 10 to 15% of each other for pressure, then you're okay. Right? You got a healthy motor. Alright, so that was cylinder 3? Yeah, that was 3. Okay, so now I'll do cylinder 4. Yeah, now bear in mind, this is the cylinder that probably is going to have a little less pressure, a little less compression, just due to the fact that it has a little bit of blowback. So with that in mind, there we go, focus on that. There you go, and again, at about that 148-ish, 150, 149, somewhere in that range. Pretty damn good. Maybe 145. So far, it's been pretty darn consistent. Come on. Tighten up. There we go. It's so convenient to be able to disconnect my EGR like that because I don't really have it clipped in properly because I don't care about the EGR valve. Okay. Do it again. Whoa! Oh shit! Was that not properly on there? Woo! Whoops. I don't think I had that properly started in there. Whoops. Try this again. So you always want to be careful doing this because stuff like that can happen. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. And service as again. The same on that cylinder as the other ones. So that's cylinder 5. Now go to cylinder 6. So glad I didn't damage that when I did that. And start in. Ah, come on. Cooperate, please. There you go. And last one. Okay. Oops. I did that one a little more, but, and again, all the cylinders are even, 100% even. There is no deviation from any of the cylinders. That's freaking fantastic, right? So okay, now we do that. Go back out. Tilt the camera back up. And there we go. So there we go. That is how to do a full compression test on your car. And yeah, I'm actually very happy about how this one went. The first time I did it, just because the car was sitting for a bit, I think there was like it sat for a few months actually for the most part. So with driving her a bunch now, it's definitely helped the compressions be a little easier. Obviously we had a minor malfunction because I didn't have it threaded in properly, and that can cause actually some serious damage. So do be careful when you are doing this, because you can you also don't want to cross thread the obviously you don't want to cross thread it or anything like that, so just be careful. Other than that, you know, it's I'm quite happy with the car. I did actually install the heater core into this thing, which was actually a pretty easy job, but I'm probably gonna have to go back in there, clean it out a little bit, and go from there. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, that's what it is. Was having some minor issues with the car when I first installed it, but I think there was just maybe a bit of an air bubble, and which was causing coolant to come out of the radiator cap. Well, actually I didn't have the cap on, but it wasn't running for that long, and it just started overflowing like a lot, and I should have been doing that. So, you know, just, yeah, so that was a little annoying, but oh well, it is what it is. The new steering rack is in now, which the wheel is still not clocked properly. I still have the knock from the control arm, but it's actually the control arm bushing, and the thing is, it was lessened for a bit, but now it's back 100%. Gonna get that fixed next week. Pretty much just, I might be able to do it here myself, but I don't really have all the strength in the world, and I don't really want to ask my dad. So just send it back to the shop again, and I'm going to be helping out there with tightening, pretty much just tightening all the bolts that are on the control arm there to stop it from knocking like it does. And that should fix it, hopefully, and it can stay tight, you know, and go from there. That is the original bushing, so, you know, it's like, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to replace it. It's just, I don't want to right now. You know, yeah, but other than that, if you guys haven't heard, because I did a, it was an unconventional video for me, that I was just talking about, you know, the car being in the shop and all that, blah, 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 which, you know, we're just walking back from, I was getting lunch downtown, and, yeah, no, it was all good, and I was actually talking about a cruise and dyno day that I am setting up. If you guys are interested, you can contact me either through my Facebook page, which is Katarina's Garage, or on Instagram, which is katarina's.garage. I will, you know, leave those in the description below. I don't have links to them, unfortunately, so, well, actually, I can link you to the Facebook. Instagram is a pain to link to for some reason, so, yeah, other than that, though, car is pretty good overall. I'm really happy with how she's being. I mean, granted, she still has the hard start issue, but that's just due to that damn carburetor with the choke that, you know, the choke wire melted, and plus it needs a rebuild anyways. So I actually have the carburetors, or the choke zip tied open to make it so that it'll actually run, but it doesn't run extremely well. Like, when you first start up, it takes you about 6 or 7 tries now, and then she'll fire it up, like, for the first time, and then after that, it doesn't take much at all to get her started again. So, yeah. But, you know, I just life and times of dailying a classic, right? And you never know what's going to happen when you take one of these out and daily it, right? Especially. It's better, though, if you actually at least run them more frequently so that less stuff is going to break. And that's with any car, classic or newer, right? Because newer cars are actually worse for sitting than the classics are. Because, you know, like, well, take my car, for example, here. Before I bought it, I owned her, well, she had sat for a minimum of 10 years. And didn't run quite right. But it did run. It did start. Now, the thing is, even with the old gas and everything, I replaced, I think, about 3 fuel filters at this point just from that. But that's okay. You know, it does happen, and that's what we have them for. And fuel filters are super cheap. They're only like $7 a piece. I'm okay with that. So, yeah, no. And very easy to change out, and it only takes me mere minutes to swap one out now. And as you can see, the compression test, you know, only takes about, well, maybe less than, like, about 15 minutes-ish, depending on your engine, of being able to actually access the spark plugs, because, as I'm sure you guys are well aware, an inline 6, stupid easy to change out the spark plugs on. A V8, however, depending on the application, or even a V6, not as much, because when I was trying to check the spark plugs in Lilo, oh god, it was horrible. But I only got the 3 on the driver's side out. I could not even reach the ones on the passenger side, so that was annoying. But that's why when the 302 goes in that thing, we're going to put new plugs in it before we drop that motor in. So, yeah. And as well, I actually today I bought an air filter, one of those cool old school air filters that go on top of the carburetor, for that motor, which would be cool. Can't, you know, can't wait for that. It's a smaller one, but it'll do just fine. Should be able to clear everything, I would think. And, yeah, other than that, you know, I'm, working on some other stuff. Like, there's a couple of Mustangs that I'm interested in. They're quite a distance from me. They're about 4 hours. But with these 2 cars, the one is essentially, my car is a Ghia 1980, right? And it's like, this thing has quite a few options in it. It's got a sunroof that I could tell. Obviously, it has power steering, power brakes. I didn't see if it had a FM radio, but you know, it's a red on red car, although it's faded orange, and it's got this really awesome patina on it. It's for sale right now, and I want to go get it, but I'm just waiting for April 5th when I have all my money, my GST, all that stuff I get paid, and go from there. Because, you know, don't have a ton of money right now. I have a little bit. But, yeah. So there's that one, and then there is what I call the Taco Mustang, because, or the C-body Mustang as well. It's, if I actually buy that thing, you guys will see a video and you'll just laugh at me a little bit. But, because that car, another notchback, that is a 1989, that is burgundy, that looks like it smoked a pole right on the passenger door. It's pretty hurt. So that the only thing I want out of that is the transmission and the pedals, because that's a T5 4-banger. So it's actually got the shorter ratios in the transmission, which is perfect. Still has the, if I remember correctly, the overdrive is the same ratio. I'd have to double check on that, but I think it is, as the 5 liters were. And the 3.8s for that matter. Not the easy for everybody 3.8 sticks, but there's a couple out there. And yeah, so, you know, exciting times ahead. If I buy these 2 cars, basically I'm just going to take the transmission and the pedals out of that, going to part that one out, try and get my money back out of the car, and then scrap it, basically. Maybe make $100 on it by the time I'm done if I'm lucky. Or break even. It's not super expensive, but you know what I mean. And then the orange one, although it's supposed to be red, but you know, faded. That one, I want for a few parts in it. Because it's been sitting for 10 years and all that stuff. I want to actually see if I can get it running, too. Because I want to maybe take the seats out of it for Stitch. And take the interior trim out, because it's all red. And actually going to go back. Again, plans are changing again. If I do this, I'm going to do with the gray and red theme again instead of the gray and blue. And I won't use those Shelby seats, although I'll keep the pictures around for inspiration and maybe get some stuff reupholstered in the future to kind of resemble that sort of look. Big seat that's lots of foam, very comfortable. That's what I want in my cars, you know, a sporty seat that's very comfortable, right? Because I have a bad back. Even driving Lilo, driving her to Medicine Hat and back, my back was killing me after that. But, you know, because thank you, snowboarding accident when I was 13. Being dumb, not listening to the instructor, wiped out, you know. And I never really got it checked out. I'm pretty sure I bruised the tailbone and it's just screwed my back ever since. So, oh well. Some things that you regret later in life, you know, that was almost 12 years ago now. Oh well. But anyways, I hope this was a good, informative video for you guys. I did enjoy actually doing this video, and I do like these types of videos. If you guys want more of content like this, please let me know. And also, if there's anything you guys want to see on my channel, let me know down in the comments below. Or even you can message me again on Instagram or on Facebook. And again, that's Katarina's.garage on Instagram and Katarina's Garage on Facebook. Please give me a like and a follow on those, and yeah, go from there. And also for any events planned in the future, there will be posts on those too. And if you are in the Sundry and Olds areas, there is a Facebook group called the Sundry and Olds Auto Group, where we will be planning out meets, cruises, all this different stuff all throughout the summer, so stay tuned for that. Our weekly meets are back on again. They were canceled this week, but due to the fact of it snowed pretty hard. Like, all the snow that you see around me wasn't really here before Friday. So, yeah, I just got cold, and then that's why it's all swampy back there in a mud pit, and it just, it's not fun. But, yeah, so that's what's going on there, you know, so if you want to join that group, you can as well. I will be at majority of the groups, or at the groups, majority of the meets that we have, especially in Sundry itself, because it costs me nothing when I go here in town. The other ones might be a little different of me getting there. But as well, with that cruise and dyno day that we're doing, it's going to be when the weather clears up like quite a bit, and it's going to be a really nice day. We can accommodate 14 cars, so if you're interested, contact me and we can discuss it further. We'll be traveling from here in Sundry to Max Power Dyno Services in Didsbury. Guy named Greg, he, I know a few Gregs at this point, he owns it. He's got a badass LSX powered Arrow notchback Mustang, and the thing is just absolutely mid. I love that car, but I'm not as much of a fan of the LSs as much, but in that, it's clean, it's very nice. I love that car. So, yeah, anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. You know, share it with your friends, like, comment, subscribe. Every little bit helps me to grow my channel, to give you guys further content in the future. And as well, if you look at my bio, there's a little more information of how to contact me as well. There's my email address, and also there is my P.O. box as well, if you guys want to send me fan mail or anything like that. And if I get enough of that, you know, I'll open it on screen, like, you know, do a type of mail call, mailbag day. It'll be pretty cool. So, yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. Good luck with whatever you're working on, and as well, I want to know what you guys are working on this weekend. If you guys are, you know, working on anything special, or you just have a project in the garage that you're getting at too, or just whatever you're doing, you know, I want to know. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. By the time you guys watch this, I might be watching the hockey game by then, so, yeah. Anyways, chat you later. Bye! Pikachu! And also, hope you're staying safe during COVID-19, and please follow your local guidelines with masks and social distancing and all that stuff, right? We want this gone as soon as we can. We're so close. Anyways, bye! Oh.